Well, hello. Hi, welcome to unit number 8 for the Interpretive Master Planning course. Unit 8 is now about planning visitor center exhibits or planning exhibits for any other type of site or facility. We did the course, the section on panels, and also talked about self-guiding trails, which was the last unit. Now, depending on the kind of interpretive master plan you're doing, you may have to or are asked to also plan in the exhibits. So if you have a visitor center, your interpretive plan might include an analysis of the exhibits, how well they illustrate your theme, how well they accomplish objectives. Or you may be planning a new visitor center and you need to do an interpretive exhibit plan as far as what exhibits you want. Or you may need to go into an existing visitor center or museum or demonstration area and recommend updating the exhibits. Or you may need to look at just simply adding some exhibits to an existing gallery or an existing visitor center. So this is an important part of interpretive master planning. So what I'm doing is giving you a lot of resources, almost a whole library of interpretive exhibit stuff. I'm going to give you articles. There's chapters in the 2 textbooks that you can read about exhibits. I'll send you our Army Corps of Engineers exhibit visitor center exhibit evaluation package, and I'll send you a copy of the Matagorda interpretive plan and exhibit design that we did just last year for a nature museum. Just so you can have a lot of resources so you can kind of look through it all. And then depending on the kind of exhibits you might need to be planning, you can pull the references that you need to help you plan those exhibits. So this section, this part of your interpretive plan is very personal. It's very focused on your site, your objectives, and what you need interpretation to actually do with exhibits. Now, if you have any questions at all or like to talk more about this, just send me an email and I can call you. Again, if you're in the United States or Canada, I can give you a call, or we can Skype. I've done some critiques with people taking this course where they actually took their laptop into their exhibit gallery and we looked at the exhibits together, talked about writing label copy and about design and all kinds of ways to improve the exhibits. So we can help you out there. Your assignment for this part then is you need to tell me, and you need to also develop a chapter in your interpretive plan if you're going to be doing anything with exhibits to really begin to address what your exhibit needs are, what you want your plan to include, like you need to have new themes, new objectives, what kind of exhibits you think you'd like to have, what the exhibits need to do. So it kind of gives me a good critique and analysis of what you plan to include in the section of your interpretive plan that might focus on exhibits. And again, it's not a right or wrong answer. That what we need to do is figure out what's best for you and how the exhibits that might be in a visitor center, remember, will need to relate to the outside. So, for example, you might have an exhibit on wildflowers that says to learn more about our spring wildflowers, I want you to walk we recommend that you walk the wildflower trail. And then the wildflower trail interpretation might say to learn more about how these plants are endangered or how invasive plants affect them, go see the exhibits in the visitor center. So they need to kind of work back and forth together. So they're an important part of your story development. Remember, exhibits are expensive. The average cost for exhibits in a new visitor center is about $400 per square foot of floor space. 25% of that's the design fee, 15% is delivery and installation. So if you have $1 to spend on exhibits, about 40 cents of that really goes to other things, so overhead and design, and 60 cents out of that dollar can actually buy exhibits. And I'll be happy to help you when you do your implementation and operation matrix with estimating some of the costs that you might need to put in your matrix for your implementation. So that's what this unit is about. It's about exhibits and visitor centers and looking at the options that you may need to include in your interpretive master plan. So good luck with it, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Talk to you later.